I'm testing Claude Sonnet 5 and GLM 5.2 side by side to see which AI model performs better in real world tasks. So I gave an absolutely simple task to create a 3D Rubik's Cube simulator to Sonnet 5 and to GLM 5.2. This is what Sonnet 5 actually created. Quite impressive. It works quite well. It can scramble, it can solve, and everything just like looks perfect. And this is what Claude Sonnet 5 has created. I cannot see the 3JS elements in here. I cannot see the 3D cube. Again, the main purpose for this test to create something in first prompt. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to give both of these another chance and create a new task, and we'll try to create a 3D chess game, and we'll see how both of these AI models actually perform. A lot of creators are actually claiming that GLM 5.2 can perform better than Fable 5, or like at least equal to Fable 5, but I don't believe that because I have tested Fable 5. Fable 5 is just a completely different animal. So let's not compare both of these AI models. So a fair comparison can be between GLM 5.2 and Sonnet 5. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, so this is Claude Sonnet 5, which was a recently released AI model. This AI model has 1 million context window, and this AI model cost $10 per million output tokens. And this is GLM 5.2, a Chinese AI model, almost 4 times cheaper than Claude Sonnet 5. And this AI model also has 1 million context window. So the whole purpose of this video is to see side by side how both of these AI models actually perform if we give them exact same task. So here is the new task. On the left side, this is GLM 5.2. I'm using it through GLM 5.2 coding plan. I'll explain that later. And on the right side, this is Claude Sonnet 5. I'm using it through Open Router. So I'm giving that exact same prompt to Claude Sonnet 5 as well. We are going to use a timer as well to see how efficient both of these AI models are and how quickly they can actually complete this exact same task. Also, I'm using both of these AI models inside KiloCode, which is an absolutely free AI coding agent. So let's just press start and let's just click on enter and enter. That's it. So now let's just see how quickly both of these AI models actually complete this task. So you can see it is already, GLM 5.2 is already in reasoning, and you can see Sonnet 5 has already created the task for itself. So it has already created this to-do list for itself, while on the other hand, GLM 5.2 is reasoning, and based on the prompt, it is just like planning everything. So far it has been 1 minute and both of these AI models have not started writing code yet. GLM 5.2 has just finished the thinking and it is now going to create just 3d.html file. On the other hand, Claude Sonnet 5 almost has completed the entire task and it has already created this just 3d.html file, and GLM 5.2 is still going to do this. We cannot see our file in here, and it has already been 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Sonnet 5 right now is in the testing mode and it is going to use Chrome DevTools to perform the testing for us. GLM 5.2 is still writing the response and it will still have to create that just 3d.html file. Right now, this is the result from Sonnet 5, loading the board. Okay, it is using Chrome DevTools to perform this testing. GLM 5.2 is still stuck in here and it has been 4 minutes and 16 seconds. Well, it has just created just 3d.html file. It wrote 1009 lines of code. That is amazing. And there you go. I think it has already finished this task, and now it will use probably Chrome DevTools to test this task, but it has not done that. It has just like finished this task without testing it. So on the other hand, Sonnet 5 is still like using Chrome DevTools to test it. So let me just quickly open this reveal in File Explorer. Let's just quickly directly just open this inside our browser. Click on new game. Perfect. Amazing. This is what GLM 5.2 has created. And if I just click on new game, I can just like move this. Perfect. Oh my goodness. This is just amazing. This is amazing. I can use my horse. Hold on. I'm sorry. It's my turn. Sorry. This is the enemy turn. Okay, cool. Let me just use the horse. Let's just add an auto mode as well. Okay. So let me just add the horse. Okay, cool. Perfect. I think next I can just, let me just move it further to see how it will respond if I just take this. Okay, perfect. All right. I can see it. Amazing. Let's just add an auto mode as well and see how it performs. Meanwhile, I'm really excited to see what it has created. It has already added an auto mode, by the way. This is by Sonnet 5. Amazing. All right, cool. Perfect. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Design wise, if you want to see like 3D design wise, I really like GLM 5.2 version, but I'm really impressed by these shadows that it has added. It is like proper 3D thing. Let's just ask both of these AI models to add the auto mode. Add autoplay mode. So this is now a follow-up prompt because on the first task, both of these AI models had performed quite good. It took around 5 minutes, I think, to build. We are happy with the performance of both of these AI models. I am actually more happy with, I think, okay, I'm going to be biased. I think I'm happy with this because first of all, it completed that task in the first go, in the one go. Secondly, it just looks better. It does have these shadows as well. So overall, it looks better visually. This one looks better as well. This one looks much better. And I overall like the whole vibe of this game. Anyways, let's just ask both of these AI models to build the auto mode. So you can see Sonnet 5 is still going on and it has costed us $1.16. And this is where actually I think I will side with GLM 5.2 because I'm actually using it through coding plan, but even if I was using directly through like open router, it will cost way less than this, like at least 4 times less than this. So it has already costed us around $1.21 for this particular task, for this basic task actually, and it is still going on. It is still, I think, yeah, it has already finished the final product. Perfect. Now let's just ask you to add autoplay feature to our 3D chess game because I actually have the previous Rubik's Cube project, so I'll just mention to make sure that there will be no hallucination by AI model. So let's just give a task again to both of these AI models and let's just see how long both of these AI models will actually take to add that autoplay model. Perfect. So let's see. You can see Sonnet 5 has already started working on the task. Overall, Sonnet 5 costed us $1.40 for the first task. Now this is going to be the second task, and yeah, cost will be around I think $2.50 maybe for that entire task. You can see already it has created that to-do list. First, it is going to add autoplay UI, then it's going to implement the simple chess AI move selection, and then write autoplay loop, and then handle pawn promotion, and then stop autoplay as well. Okay, perfect. So it is going to actually implement the complete like standard autoplay mode. So GLM 5.2 on the other hand is still going on. It is going to like perform this task. Perfect. Okay. All right. So I'm using GLM 5.2 through their coding plan, which was, I don't know, it was like $10-12. And the only issue that I face this AI model with this particular like coding plan is I get rate limited after every 40-45 minutes of coding. So that is one no in terms of like that $10 cost per month, but still it resets every five hours and it gives you enough freedom to like work on your project with like, you know, time gaps. But even if you want to use it through open router, you can totally do that. It will be like 4 times less costly than Sonnet 5. By the way, this video is not sponsored. If you're thinking about that, this video is not sponsored. I'm genuinely just testing this. I really wanted to do like a side-by-side comparison, and I have been actually relying on GLM 5.2 for at least last 1 week. The reason to look for the alternative was actually this Augment Code. So if you are the regular viewer of this channel, you know that I use Augment Code for like I think for more than 1.5 years now. And for some reason, Augment Code has discontinued their VS Code extension. They have moved everything to Cosmos. This is like a web-based agent. I don't like that. I like this like traditional dev environment. And so they ditched us and I ditched them. So that's why I was like looking for an alternative. So I think I found sort of an alternative in terms of like GLM 5.2. I still use Claude Opus 4.8 for some tasks. For most of my tasks, I still use GLM. I fully rely on GLM 5.2. This AI model is really good, by the way. And for any front-end task, for any like front-end design tasks, I use sometimes like Kimike 2.7. But for 90% of my tasks, I use GLM 5.2. In fact, just yesterday, I built an AI agent. This is basically a Chrome extension to scrape like leads and data from Google Maps. And it did amazing job. This is the Chrome extension that I built, and it extracts data from Google Maps in real time without using any web scrapers. It does this in real time, and I was able to build that entire project using GLM 5.2 inside KiloCode. So I'll actually show this project in a separate video, but now let's just get back to our task that we gave. So yeah, so far GLM 5.2 has been really capable AI model for me for most of my tasks, by the way. Okay, apparently Claude Sonnet 5 has just completed this task, and so far the cost was $2.71 in total. Now let's just open this project, and if I just click on that, there you go. Let me just close my... Okay, now let's just click on Start Autoplay. Perfect. Cool. Okay. Yep. Not very smart moves, but yeah, I mean, amazing. Checkmate? No, sorry. Ooh, cool. Okay, that's destructive mode, by the way. Very aggressive mode. We could actually, I think we can add an option to like set the aggression, but yeah, kind of like I like it actually. It's amazing. Let's just see if GLM 5.2 has completed. I think it has completed. Now let me just open that too as well, and there we go. Click on okay, watch. Let's just, so it has actually created this mode which is watch autoplay. Cool. Okay, so will it work? View game. Okay, let's just see. Okay, in this case autoplay is not working. Okay, this is the standard mode. Standard mode is working fine. This is versus CPU. For some reason the CPU mode and watch autoplay mode is not working. Let's just try to, sorry, I think maybe I'm making a mistake. Okay, no. So we need to again go back to GLM 5.2 and ask to fix this bug that autoplay mode is not working. On the other hand, our like Sonnet 5 has been working quite good. So you can see the autoplay is working exactly as we expected. Of course, we can just totally fix this issue, and we can look into code. We can just ask you to like fix anything particular, but might need some just another prompt to like fix the code. So you might now understand that why I said that I use GLM 5.2 for like 80% of my tasks, and for rest of the 20% cases are like for this kind of bugs I might have to use like Opus 4.7, 4.8, or maybe Sonnet 5. I'm not a big fan of Sonnet 5, but I usually use Opus 4.7, 4.8 for most of my serious tasks. So yeah, this was the side-by-side comparison, and I think both of these AI models actually performed really well, and especially GLM 5.2 at that cost performed really well. Of course, we have to go back to fix that autoplay issue, but overall it performed really well. One more issue, GLM 5.2 is not a multi-modal AI model. That means you can only input text. So always you have to explain your issues by writing it. You cannot just take a screenshot and then provide a screenshot. That is just not supported by GLM 5.2, which is important for vibe coding, because all of us are so lazy these days that we just like take a screenshot and ask you to like fix that particular thing. On the other hand, Sonnet 5 is totally a multi-modal AI model. You can take a screenshot of any issue and it will understand that and fix that particular issue for you. So yeah, that is one downside of GLM 5.2. But in most cases during vibe coding, you can explain your issue by simply just explaining it. Let me know in comment section. Do let me know in comment section what you think about this comparison, and also if you want me to compare this AI model with any other AI model, just do let me know in comment section. I'll see you next video. Bye bye.